That was a good shot. Give me 1 second here. Get motivated. Wow.
Jungle's here. Today we got Jimoo on the lanes reviewing the brand new Motiv ball, the Pride Dynasty. He's gonna throw it against his Roto Grip Tour Dynamics and also the Motiv Black Venom. We're bowling on London, 44 feet. It's a pretty difficult pattern and it's already been bowled on a little bit, so we got a little bit of carry down. Perfect for these balls because, you know, we're never really bowling on fresh unless it's practice. I think this ball is gonna hook a lot more than the Venom. On the website of Motiv, it's 1 step above the Black Venom. Also, he has a little stronger pin position on this just to give it a little more difference. So we're expecting a little more hook out of this than the Black Venom. And then the Tour Dynamics, that's gonna be interesting, right? We got very similar core numbers. It's kind of a weaker asymmetric ball. So I'm really interested to see Tour Dynamics versus the Pride here from Motiv. All right, Jimoo, you ready for this? Let's go.
Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids. Jimoo's here on the lanes. Jungle's behind the camera. You know the drill. Pray for us today. Today, we are super excited because we are back with Motiv. I'm starting to love these Motiv bowling balls. Check out the previous reviews. Today, we have the new Pride Dynasty. Come on, look at this thing. It's bright, it's got some orange, some blue. Looks like it's gonna hook a lot. So that's why today we put out 44-foot London. Got a little carry down too, so these balls won't be covering the most amount of boards, but you'll see how strong they are. Let's start with this Pride Dynasty. Throw a bit slower too, so we can give the ball time to react. Oh, that's not bad. All right, super down and in line today, baby swing. I like that a lot. It's super smooth first impressions. It's not like that ball that's gonna cover the craziest amount of boards, but it has a good 2000 finish on it. So it rolls early, smooth arcing shape, not too crazy. I like that a lot. One more from that line. This is actually the same pattern from Peru, so, uh-oh. Oh yeah, come on, baby. Ooh, I kinda like that. That's nice. As a two-hander, sometimes my rev rate can be a little bit too hard to control, so I need those balls that are gonna smooth out my shapes and not do something ridiculous on me when I'm not expecting it. Let's go to my previous favorite Motiv ball, the Black Venom. Now the Black Venom shares the same cover stock that's on this new Pride Dynasty, but what's different is that this ball is actually a little bit weaker, shouldn't cover the same amount of boards, so we'll stand in the same spot. Okay. All right. Now, that was a good shot. Give me 1 second here. That Black Venom, I've actually sanded it quite a bit to 2000 finish to match this Pride Dynasty, mainly because the 4000 finish, it was just a bit too clean. It got too far down the lane before it started to hook. And here I definitely needed the ball to dig into the oil a bit earlier. And I'm starting to really like that reaction. Okay team, we're on a strike train. Let's try to get one more, make it a quadruple. Jungle, you good? Okay. Oh, that's gotta come back. Oh, the classic 7-8, no problem, a little bit light. As we said, we're bowling on this long pattern. Gotta make sure we keep it tight to the pocket. Not bad. Next up, we're gonna go to one of my current favorite balls, Tour Dynamics from Roto Grip. Now this ball is sweet. Not a crazy hooking ball, kind of similar to the Black Venom and Pride Dynasty. Asim solid. Shout out to Mark Buffa for drilling this for me. Try it out, same line. Oh yeah. Oh, even with the bad rack, that was a nice smooth shot. also 2000 finish there, but I can tell that ball is a little bit cleaner. It doesn't roll as early, and it has more of a snappy motion in the back. Not crazy like a Pearl or a hybrid with the HK22 or something. But that one rolls a little bit later and a little bit snappier. Let's move a little bit in. We're gonna move 3 boards left, add a little bit more axis rotation. Oh, that Tour Dynamics is so good. Very lucky that I get to throw different brands so we can get some honest comparison between what balls from different families of bowling balls. Let's go back to the start of the show, the Pride Dynasty. Same line as that Tour Dynamics. Really curious to see if he'll carry through all 10 pins. Nice shot. Through the heart. That is an unfortunate break there. That ball, as you can see, it picked up a little bit earlier than the Tour Dynamics, and it also stood up, didn't get as far down the lane, which is really good for the fresh. You want that on fresh conditions because you want a nice, smooth, controlled motion. Black Venom. Okay, Black Venom, same line. I wish I was this good in Peru. That would have been nice over there. That ball looks really good too. As you can see, we have a very similar comparison between these 3 asymmetrical solids. These are not your top shelf balls. They're not your gems, your supernovas, extreme envies, and it's definitely not your jackals. These balls are just mid-performance, but will give you nice controlled hook. Let's move another 3 boards left. Slow it down even more with the Pride Dynasty. Really liking these Motiv balls. Hook. Ooh. The thing I'm seeing is because of the early rolling nature of that bowling ball, if I'm covering too many boards, the ball will not finish properly. It's gonna try to roll too early, use its energy, and won't have enough down lane to come back. Straighter angles, especially as a rev dominant player that likes to play straighter angles might be better for me. Ball that might look really good from there though is the Tour Dynamics. Try it out. Ow, my finger. Not bad. Hitting the pocket from there is pretty good. I'll take that. Right about now, if I were to move this far deep, I would move to a ball with a bigger engine and maybe a hybrid or a Pearl, you know, just covering more boards that way. So far, with these solids, I'm happy. Question time with Jimoo. We're about halfway. My question for you today, and I want all of you to comment down below, how did you get into bowling? We can all relate to this. For me personally, I was watching this Dude Perfect video and Jason Belmonte was in the vid, and I saw this two-handed technique and I got super interested, so I started bowling this center 9 years ago at the Kids Bowl Free program, got really into it, started bowling juniors, and then, as they say, the rest is history. And of course, Jungo, my cousin, they've been bowling for a long time, so it was a nice family reunion when I finally got into bowling, and now we bowl all the time, we shoot vids, and bowl some tournaments together. But I want to know down in the comments below, how did you get into bowling? So, like I said, I like playing usually straighter angles and throwing it harder. That's just a strong part of my game. So we're gonna jump right of our original line, maybe 5 right here, go up the back, try to get some nice down and in strikes. Ooh, not bad. Until that ball is still rolling early, nice and consistent, which I like to see. It's not changing what it does from shot to shot. And even from the right side of the lane to the middle part of the lane, I'm impressed. Black Venom from that same line. That's got a hook. As I said, that ball is not supposed to cover the same amount of boards as the Pride Dynasty. A little bit of a weaker core, but still, even though I missed a little bit right, it was trying its best. We're gonna try the Tour Dynamics from there. That one should strike from here too. That's a strike. That was sweet. Called the strike on that one. Felt really good off the release, and I'm just confident in these bowling balls playing this far right, which I'm happy. Pride Dynasty, let's go back to the most comfortable line. 2 strikes here and send it back to the shop. Looks good. That's one. Motiv, so good. Get motivated. Wow. Thanks for bearing with us. Make sure to give this video a like, especially after this last strike. How do you like your coffee? Double, double. Let's send it back to the shop. All right, I'll go back. Jimoo is back from the lanes and we threw this new Motiv Pride Dynasty. Now I'm super impressed already because of how early and smooth it is. As I said out there, as a two-hander with a lot of rev rate, I'm looking for balls that will give me control. I don't want to have the rev rate take over and make the ball do something that I'm not expecting. This ball complemented that a lot. It rolled super early for me on this long pattern, so it wasn't gonna hook off the spot too hard or, you know, just die and not do anything. This ball is a weaker asym solid, and to be honest, it wasn't the best at 4,000 grit, so I scuffed it up a little bit to match these two balls here, and it looked really good. It drove through the pin deck very continuous as an asym solid, and I can tell it has that easy length. It rolls a little bit later than this Pride Dynasty. I think it's gonna be a really good 1-2 punch. Finally, we also compared it to the Tour Dynamics. Now, I just drilled this ball in Montreal, thank you to Mark Buffa again, and I love this ball so much. It's so smooth, continuous, and it also goes a little bit later down on the lane before it starts to hook. It is perfect for fresh conditions, and even in game 2 and 3, I like to use this a lot. Comparing these two, probably had the biggest variance out of the review today. This ball hooked really early and smooth when the Tour Dynamics kind of took its time, got further down the lane, and then had a sharper, more continuous motion. But once again, 1, 2, 3, can't go wrong with any of these. Now, will I take all 3 of these asym solids to a tournament? Most likely not. I think that's a little overkill, especially when I'm trying to fill an arsenal and I want to have a variety of different bowling balls. With that being said, we have league starting up again, and I'm gonna try this ball out on our 40-foot pattern. Super excited to see how it rolls on the fresh. Maybe game 2, 3, we'll see how it goes. And also someone that throws it with a bit of rev rate, as you can tell. Balls like these asym solids, even though they're not the top shelf price point or hook performance, they still do the job for me. I would say the most hooking balls like the Jackals, the Gems, Supernovas, the Extreme Envies, the Eternity Pies, I feel like it's a bit too strong for someone like me. The most I would ever go was like a Proton Physics, but even then that ball got down the lane a little bit more. So these balls that roll still pretty strong, but not the highest hooking, roll really well for me. So thank you once again, Motiv, for sending me this new Pride Dynasty, also for sending the Black Venom, the Venom Shock, and the Tank Yellow Jacket. I got 4 balls from Motiv now. That's almost enough to complete an arsenal, so hey, few more would be perfect. Thank you once again, and I'm super excited to try these out in more tournaments and hopefully for some more competitions. So make sure to check out our new online store, jrproshop.threadless.com. Here you can find a multitude of different designs, all designed by us. As you can see, you can get a whole bunch of different colors for hoodies, t-shirts, even phone cases. So make sure to check it out and get yourself repping JR Pro Shop, like us. Thanks again, and see you in the next video. Okay. Oh, that's how to come back. That's got a hook. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. That's a strike. Oh, that's not bad. Oh yeah, come on, baby. Nice shot. Hook. Ooh. Ooh. Looks good. How do you like the coffee?